Morning, Trainiacs. What happened to sunny Southern California? This is windy, this is cold. Coach Gerry from Tower 26 just beat the piss out of me. Beat the pee out of me, sorry kids.
Or go home. In this case, you get to go big and go home. Last swim of the workout. Ready? Let's go. Get her, Craig. Ready? Let's go. Get the camera, Rachel. Make Taren proud. 58.1. Very good.
Go ahead, hold it tight.
All right, Coach, explain what we did there today.
Well, we have a key foundation set, as you know, that started today, and we repeat this once every 3 weeks. And this set has 3 specific effort levels to it. It's a set of 100 at 70%, another 100 at 80%, another 100 at 70%, and another 100 at fast, 90% plus. So there are your 3 effort levels, 70%, 80%, and then fast. You repeat that set again, but every time you repeat it, the 80% distance, which is 100, goes up. So on the second cycle through, it goes to 200. So it becomes 170%, a 280%, 170, 100 fast. Round 3, the 80% goes to 300. On round 4, the 80% goes to 400. And round 5, a 500, and so on. And we eventually build this set through the season until we get up to 8. 100 at 70%, a 800 at 80%, 100 recovery somewhat, and then 100 fast. And that's the set. 3 different effort levels.
Why do we do it? What does it accomplish?
Well, what do we need in open water swimming? We need to be able to have variance of efforts. You need to be able to turn it on and turn it off at times. And this set stimulates all 3.
It was good.
I'm glad you did it.
Oh, I did half of it.
You did good.
So that set is just a total treat to do, the Mambo set. Just brutal. So after a bunch of days of following around Cam, not really getting in much training with me, it wasn't the worst thing because I didn't feel so hot with all the travel, just finally caught up. Now it's me time. So we're heading to heading to a fella named Christoph's house, who is actually the developer who created the Tower 26 website that I talk about apparently every day. If you look it up on Slow Twitch, everyone thinks that Gerry and I are in cahoots. We're not in cahoots, folks. I pay for it just like everyone else. Let's ride. Yep, those 2 workouts destroyed me. So that there was the infamous Gerry Rodrigues Mambo set. Why do they call it the Mambo set? Well, Gerry was actually born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago, so he's known as Mambo Gerry. I don't know how the set is called Mambo, but what he's getting at in that is all triathletes, when they get to a race, they need to build gearing, because you go out and your heart rate is really hard after the gun goes off. You got to be like, and then settle down. So you've got to build that ability to go fast and a little bit slower. And then by going a little bit slower at 70%, a little bit harder at 80%, recovering a little bit down at 70%, and then going back up to 90%, you start building the ability to have different gears, which has a different physiological... Why are you tired? You build the ability to have different training stimuli and have different physiological effects. And if you can build yourself into an athlete who can go faster in the pool, you can build up your VO2 max, your cardiovascular system at that peak level that is otherwise very hard and sometimes dangerous to do running. You can do it in the pool, and you can do it more often in the pool because it's not as high impact on the body, as corrosive on the body, and have as much chance of leading to injury as when we do really hard running intervals. That's why in Team Trainiac, we really only allow one hard run a week because it's very tough on the body. However, most swims have a hard aspect to them. I want to show you something. I wanna show you something. As we've launched Team Trainiac, one of the most common questions we've got, I've said this a few times before, is can we send all of the workouts to Training Peaks? So it's listed in Training Peaks, and I have always said the power in Training Peaks isn't listing a workout in Training Peaks, because frankly it could be listed in Training Peaks, today's plan, it could be listed on Team Trainiac, it could be listed in a spreadsheet or even a napkin. Where it's listed doesn't matter. But Training Peaks has the benefit of seeing kind of how your training is going. When I was in Lanzarote, I asked Reese Barkley and Lucy Charles, I was like, do you guys use Training Peaks? I'm like, yeah, we use it. More just to kind of see the charts and look at my body, how I'm feeling, and then see if there's a reason for how I'm feeling in the charts. So, certainly beneficial, but in a retroactive sense, damn thing is, it costs money. Not so much anymore. Check this out. This right here is essentially what I and what Reese and Lucy, I believe, end up using Training Peaks for, but for free. This is Elevate for Strava. If you send all of your data to Strava, this Chrome web extension, so you've got to use the Chrome web browser, it takes all of the information from Strava and creates a similar chart. And it has the heart rate stress score, the final stress score, your fitness. So a lot of the things that people like about Training Peaks and the things that I think are beneficial, like looking back on a workout and looking back on your training and seeing how things are progressing, I think is here essentially for free and a fair bit more simple. Training Peaks, very, very good for one-on-one coaching and one-on-one interaction. This, if you're doing it yourself, if you're doing it with Team Trainiac and you do want to chart some of those things, send all of your workouts to Strava and boom, it's right here. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can get it all for free. Let's look at some fun things here. Back the absolute day right before Coeur d'Alene, my fitness score was 39.8, my fatigue was 37, so my form was minus 0.9. Fitness score, not bad, but we look here at the day before Half Ironman World Championships. Fitness score lower, 34, fatigue lower, so form fair bit higher. I'm a fair bit more ready, but I lost a little bit of fatigue. Right now, my fitness level, 40. Fatigue is higher, 49.5. Form, hence low. So having 2 months to get to Puerto Rico, I think I can get this fitness score up a fair bit, be a fair bit more fit so that by the time the taper comes in and I lose a little bit of fitness, but my form starts going up because my fatigue levels are going down, I can be more fit and just as prepared. That's the hope. So alright, Trainiacs, that is it for today because tomorrow I am flying out, going to Tucson to film the How to Run with Sarah and Ben True masterclass. And that means after, I think, 8 days here in LA, I gotta clean this up. I gotta clean up all the camera gear. I gotta clean up the dishes. I gotta clean up all my groceries. I gotta pack the bike. I got a lot of work to do. But tomorrow I'm going to spend the day with Zwift because they're in the area. So, fun is not over. Later, Trainiacs.